Allopatric Speciation.
That strapping young man is me, Charles Darwin, aboard the HMS Beagle. During my voyage to the Galapagos Islands off the coast of Ecuador in the 1830s, I was struck by how much variation existed both within and between the many different species of finches that lived in the different habitats throughout the islands. While multiple species may exist on the same islands, they are adapted to different local niches and are able to take advantage of different resources. For instance, the beak size for each species is often well adapted to the different types of food available in each environment. But how did all of these species come about? One possible explanation is allopatric speciation. Allopatric speciation occurs when part of a population is isolated from the rest of the population, and natural selection favors changes in the phenotypes of each population, which could result in the evolution of a new species. For example, suppose there is a species of finch with medium-sized beaks living on an island. The medium size of their beaks allows the finches to eat both the soft seeds in the wet mountains and the hard seeds found in the dry desert below. The intermediate size of the beak is not optimal for eating either seed, but they are able to get enough of each to survive. One day a tornado passes through, picking up some of the finches and taking them across the water to another island. Those finches that survive the tornado must now find enough food in this new dry climate, where all of the seeds are very hard. Those individuals with larger beaks will have a better chance of surviving and passing on their genes in the next generation. Over time, natural selection, acting on this population, will cause the beak size of future generations in this population to increase. Then, one day, a big windstorm hits the island and carries a small portion of the population back to the original island with the medium-sized beak residents. These recent immigrants have larger beaks than the original population and are better able to compete for the harder seeds in the dry desert areas. If the new arrivals have undergone enough genetic and phenotypic changes and are no longer able to reproduce with the medium-sized beak population, then a speciation event has occurred.